but they're like messaging us going, this thing's amazing, because they can see it in real time.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the High Level Spotlight Sessions, where we showcase awesome marketers doing awesome marketing. Today, I am joined by Pat Friedel and Lori Swift. They are the creators of Local Marketing Pro, which is an agency focused on messenger bots. And they've recently created high-level bots, or HL bots, which let you send Instagram DMs, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, etc., into high level. Thank you, Pat and Lori, for joining us to talk about it.
Man, glad to be here. Thanks.
Thank you for having us.
So bots, right? First of all, talk to me about what bots can do for an agency. I know you guys have over how many bots live running?
1,250 installs and counting.
Okay. So that's a lot of bots. So talk to me about the result of that.
We like big bots.
Yeah. Let me talk results after that one. So Pat and I have the 1,250 and counting bots. These are Facebook Messenger automations or bots. So they're coming from Facebook into a database. Historically, we used Google Sheets, and then during right at the beginning of COVID, the lockdowns, Pat and I got together and we thought, what if we took this into GHL, Go High Level? What if we took Facebook Messenger bots into high level? Because the Google Sheet and ManyChat, we use a ManyChat as a base. The Google Sheet and ManyChat did not have anywhere near the follow-up power that everybody knows that high level has. And we thought, oh my God, what if we were able to do amazing follow-up? So to give you an idea, for example, one of our bots, this was not hooked up to high level yet because this is a 2-year bot. One of our bots, and I do wear double glasses, so I'm going to look and get the numbers.
Double down on it. I love it.
Yeah. So it's a pizza franchise that was using it's an agency that has a pizza franchise client and using one of our Local Marketing Pro bots. And which one was that, Pat? That was the coupon and the birthday?
Coupons, loyalty, and the birthday bots.
Okay, great. And they did $620,000 with over 80,000 contacts, a 955% return on ad spend, a 35% conversion rate, and that was over approximately a 2-year time. That's just the messenger automation bots. So then we thought, wow, and we've got over 1,250 of these set up and going, plugging away and creating results. And we thought, oh my God, what if we could get the high power of high level in the follow-up? What kind of increases could we do? So our very first one that Pat and I did, and I'm going to give you the story and then he's going to do the tech. But the very first one that we did was a local business during lockdown. It was May of 2020. April. We launched in May. And I came to Pat and I said, could we do this? And so he hard coded it because he's an amazing programmer and mechanical engineer and software designer. And so we took this local retail business in lockdown in a town of 16,000 people, little town, big lockdown. And we generated in 5 days, here goes the double glasses again, in 5 days with zero ad spend, we did 209 hot leads from Messenger off their Facebook page into high level, generated follow-up, used text and email. We also used the conversation tab. So he and his team could message, via text back and forth in high level. And we did $11,243 in sales. Then the next local business, we thought, wow, let's try this. And these are small local businesses, in small towns. And the next small town we went to, and we did a local business. That was in 7 days, 164 hot leads into a high level. And that generated $4,583 in sales in 7 days. And then just recently we thought, well, what if we try a coach, totally online business, like totally online. And this is 7-figure coach. And in 5 days, she was doing a 5-day challenge and she did 245 hot leads into Go High Level. And this was her very first Go High Level setup. So what happens is our GHL Connect. That's the name of this plugin, this piece of software, and it integrates Facebook Messenger into High Level. It also integrates Instagram DMs. So if you can imagine that, and that's in beta right now with ManyChat, but ManyChat's bringing out the ability to do bots with Instagram. And now we can bring that Instagram data into Go High Level. Imagine that. And then also WhatsApp. It integrates WhatsApp into High Level. And so I'm giving the overview there's a lot more details to it. And it's at highlevelbots.com/GHL Connect. So highlevelbots.com/GHL Connect. We have case studies and we're going to show a demo right now. And so Pat, do you want to take over?
Hold on, before you jump in, I want to point a few things out.
I'm used to that.
What I love about this is, as we all know, High Level, when you connect your Twilio, you can do amazing things through SMS. And SMS is ubiquitous. It's on every phone. It's fantastic. The problem with it is we can't really suck much information automatically out of an SMS conversation, right? So what you guys are doing are building these bots that can actually grab specific pieces of information in an automated fashion and then push it back into High Level, into custom fields. And once it gets into a custom field, well, then we can do whatever we want with it, right? So I love this combination of taking the power of ManyChat bots from the Facebook world and porting it into High Level, where we can then do what we want to do with all this custom information that we brought in.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what makes it so powerful is the ManyChat is, as far as the way you can design these flows. Imagine like the workflow builder that you guys just launched, which is just, I mean, I can't wait till it's like completely done. But yeah. Imagine that, but being able to have like multiple logic and be able to twist back and forth on it. So, and it's all in a nice drag and drop interface, and it's almost like a candy-like looking interface. But being able to design these super logical flows to be able to do basically conversational sales, and like the flows in ManyChat, since they're focused on conversational sales. I mean, if you were to try to replicate that, like you said, using SMS, I mean, I don't know how many triggers and campaigns we'd have to have. It would just be mind blowing. But being able to grab that info and then push it into High Level, like instantly take someone and grab their email, phone, push them in, add opportunities, tag them and all that, and then let High Level start taking care of all the nurture as well is, just phenomenal. And I mean, Messenger is got to be one of the next to, say, like lead forms, Messenger, keeping people in the Facebook ecosystem is one of the least expensive and higher intent ways to market. So
100%. And I mean, if we take regardless of what you think of Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, they're pretty genius in the fact that they bought Instagram and WhatsApp, right? So basically what have become, I mean, the foresight of that is insane, right? What have become the three most popular alternatives to SMS conversations,
right,
they own, right? And they're now bringing them together, which is exciting for us as marketers, because now we've got, you don't like to use Facebook Messenger, you use WhatsApp, like most of the people around the world. Fantastic. We'll just pull that in as well. And then Instagram has become insanely popular for communication to businesses through DMs. Guess what? It's going to go through the same conversation API, right? And so with ManyChat, you guys have early access, right? Because ManyChat is in on the beta. And so I think what that means, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you're already building. And then once they flip the switch, everything goes live in terms of Instagram and WhatsApp.
The cool thing with our GHL Connect app is it's kind of like it. I mean, ManyChat has an app store, so they have all kinds of really cool stuff that you can add on for gamification and validation and stuff like that. And so there was this big hole where, like, you had a hard code connecting into GHL, or so that's where we came up with GHL Connect. And since it's already built into ManyChat, once ManyChat releases WhatsApp and Instagram, it's already going to be compatible. So if you've got it installed, it's going to run with your mini chat flows and your Instagram DMs and WhatsApp. I mean, you'll just be able to add the little action to the flow, and off it goes. And it's built so that it's literally, you click it, you say, I want to add a contact, you fill out whatever extra information you want, but it's already going to automatically pump in name, email, and phone right into High Level. And then you can add tags on the way in, push them into the pipelines, do whatever you want.
Nice. So talk to me about industries, right? You guys mentioned the restaurant industry. I know it works really well for there. You mentioned online coaches. Do you guys have flows built out for all sorts of industries?
Yeah. So with Local Marketing Pro, what we did initially, I mean, and like Lori said, we did this like 2 years ago. That was when, High Level wasn't near what it was then. Right. And so a lot of the ManyChat agents.
Reverse, right? It wasn't near what it was back then, what it is now, right?
It's not. Yeah. It wasn't what it was then, what it is now. Right.
There we go.
We have 180 industries. We have a list in Local
wow.
Marketing Pro of 180 industries that this works in.
Yeah. So,
and is there like a top 10 for when it comes to bots, like which they work best in, or is it really?
I mean, really I've seen people use it for credit repair, for loan officers, things, a lot of stuff where people are already, where your demographic is already prone to messaging, like, the prime women demographic for spas,
And
nail salons, things like that. Obviously restaurants are huge because everyone's online looking at reviews, and I'm in a couple of foodie groups, and everybody's always posting, that sort of thing. So
we have Pat, we have the coupon bot. So any business that would use a coupon, that would want to generate by a coupon, we have birthday. So any business that would honor someone's birthday, obviously like restaurants or spas or something like that. We have a loyalty program. So any business that would want to have a loyalty program and funnel all this into High Level. And so we have we have like 7 different automations, and it's I'd say any business that would use those things.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question, because I have not done a lot of bot marketing in my day. And this question of permission exists, right? So Facebook has like a window where, if you message me, I can't like 6 months from now spam you, right? So with someone's birthday, how does that work? How if my birthday's in the future, is there a special permission that they give you to be able to remind someone of, hey, your birthday's coming up?
We keep it really simple. So the best way to run a birthday campaign is that you literally, with Facebook's beautiful targeting, you target people who have a birthday coming up this week.
Oh.
So if your birthday's this week, you'll see that ad. You won't see it after that. And so next year, and there are people who have been running the same birthday ad for a restaurant for years, because your birthday is going to happen next year, God willing, hope so. And so next time you'll see it again, and it will show up again. And so then you can go into the bot. Now, if we're pushing them into High Level, well, you got a birthday campaign, send them an SMS, happy birthday, come on in.
I was just going to say, so you run the ads to get it the first time, and then it's in High Level. So next year you already know, and you can leverage High Level to reach out for free.
And you're already in the Messenger bot as well. And if you're doing your marketing correctly, you're not just doing the birthday, you're also doing other offers, BOGOs and other things like that, anniversaries. And so you're always going to be interacting with the bot at some point. So when you do interact again, we have that window open and we can message you again. So it works perfectly. And we've got it built so that, you can actually do reminders outside the 24-hour window, like appointment reminders, account updates, things like that. And we've got GHL Connect built so that with High Level webhooks and workflows and triggers and campaigns, you can call back to ManyChat and initiate a message where, if you've got the proper tags and it's in the proper context, you can message them outside 24 hours.
Interesting.
So the app uses ManyChat to talk to High Level, and High Level back to ManyChat. So we got two-way syncing.
Very cool. And talk to me about coupon flows. How does that work? I know lots of businesses love to use coupons. What does that look like in a bot world?
Do you want to walk through a quick demo?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay, cool. All right. So what I've got set up, let me pull up my page here. I have this set up, and this is kind of just on our High Level Bots page if somebody wants to go and test this. But I basically looked around for like, what's a good high ticket offer for local? And it would be something like a cryotherapy bot. And so I just pulled off, this text here, and FYI to agencies out there, like when I was looking for this, like I couldn't find very many cryotherapy places that were advertising. So it's like not very well tapped niche, but
Hot opportunity, huh?
yeah, it's great opportunity. So let's see, I need to actually interact as myself on here. And then, so normally this would be a messenger ad where you'd click it and it would pop the bot up. But since this isn't an ad, I just have it set up. The nice thing about ManyChat is that you have these ways to get into the bot, like comment growth tools. So if somebody comments, the bot can automatically pop up and respond to you. So let's say I do something like I comment cryo, and in just a minute here, we'll have the bot will pop up. And there it goes. And I'll come over here to Messenger and show you this. And so it says, hey, if you're interested in the whole body cryo session, just tap below. And I've already gone through this. So it's already got my email and phone captured. And so otherwise I would go through the email and phone capture. But with my flows that I've built, all it does is it just confirms, oh, I've already redeemed. Oh, shoot. Okay. And there you go. That's the nice thing there. So let me go in here and let me untag myself. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, you know what? I can't do it because just a second here. I can't believe I did that. Oh my gosh.
You know what I could do is I could just show on my phone.
Yeah, just a second here. Actually, let me remove the tags here.
Because
This is what's nice about the flows is that we can actually,
we know that it works. You can't double redeem.
That it works because that way it keeps me from double redeeming, and that's a nice thing there. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and run it again, and there we go. So then it confirms, and if I confirm my information, I hit yes, and this is where it actually goes in here, and it will create an opportunity in high level.
And Pat, the way that the information gets, for anybody who doesn't know, that email and that phone number is pulled from Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's a really good point to make. Look at how much easier it is, where as opposed to me having to enter my phone and enter my email and enter my name, all you have to do is click yes. I mean, talk about reducing friction. That's a huge advantage that bot flows have over traditional forms.
When somebody takes the time to actually initiate a conversation, they're going to be a high intent person. So a high intent lead. So you can see here, like it comes through, I'm able to click buttons in the interface, which is the big deal. People buy with buttons. And so, it basically gives me the instructions here. You can come in, call ahead. I can get directions. It'll pop a Google map for me. And then I have it hooked into Nifty Images. So it actually gives me a customized coupon image. And then I have my redeem here. Now in high level, you can see I just got pushed into an opportunity, and I'm tagged and I'm in the pipeline as a lead. So if I come over here and I redeem my coupon.
Let me ask you a quick question before you do the redemption. Where it says get directions, call ahead, can you put a custom button in there?
Well, what do you mean by custom?
Like, could you say like, let's get you booked, and then link it to a high level calendar, the button?
Way ahead of you. Yeah. So the flows already have buttons in there and settings in the templates for your high level calendar. So if this is, let's say if this was the actual flow for a cryotherapy client, once you got the coupon, I would also have another button down here to book, and it would go right to the high level calendar, which is amazing when it looks, when it's on mobile, it works perfectly. And then you can click, book your appointment. And then high level can actually post back to GHL Connect and then set that appointment in Messenger. So I can actually do appointment reminders in Messenger as well as the SMS and email.
Nice.
So yeah, all of these templates that we've built are completely driven by settings. And so you can just basically, it's like a snapshot, but for ManyChat.
Got it. Okay. So you showed up, you hit redeem coupon. It says, you sure you want to redeem? You can only do this once, etc.
And so let's say if I came in here for the one cryotherapy session at 149, but let's say you're a real good salesperson and you get me to come in for the next session. So I pay ahead for that one. So that would be like $4.99 or something, I think, if my math is right. So I'm going to put in my amount here, and it's going to say, thanks, stay tuned for more sessions. and or more offers. And then there we go. I've been actually put into the redeemed pipeline with a monetary value. I'm tagged as redeemed. So it's once I'm tagged as redeemed, the workflow moves me out of the nurture and into the review flow. And so in an hour, I would actually get a message from High Level saying, thanks for coming in. Would you tell us how we did? It goes into our custom review page that we've built in High Level, and I can review. And then all of that talks back and forth between ManyChat and High Level, so that if I redeem on the website or redeem or fill out my review, ManyChat will quit asking me about reviews as well. So everything is synced up perfectly. And so as a client, you, of course, you log in to see how your campaign's going, and you start seeing this show up. So that's the money shot right there.
So let's point out one number here, which I love, which is the cost, right? So that I love taking the coupons to that extra step where you're asking them, and maybe you get creative and incentivize them, like, hey, enter your total or whatever, so that we can add you to our drawing for whatever. Get the number from their receipt, because now we've got that data and we can report, right? So Lori, you were in the beginning when you were talking about some success stories, you had ROI, which is the most important thing, right? It's like you can now go back to the business and say, yeah, it's all cool and great, and bots are exciting, but at the end of the day, what do you really care about? A return on your investment. And guess what? We can prove that to you because they're giving us the totals from what they paid you. And now we can automatically count or calculate ROI, right?
Correct. What happens is our people are logging in. Every one of our people have people meaning clients have the login to the dashboard, and they're watching it. They're telling us about the ROI because we're a little too busy with over 1,000 of these, but they're like messaging us going, this thing's amazing, because they can see it in real time. And that's one of the things that I teach them is to go in and watch the dashboard. As long as I got them watching the dashboard, watching their and then watching their SMS and their emails, and then they respond right inside High Level. So one of the things that owners love is that they can track the productivity and the results of their many employees, because they can have logins and they can watch everybody's conversations.
Yeah, totally. Let me ask you a question. So do you guys know, and maybe you don't know the answer to this yet, that flow is so great. It's so frictionless. You're just tapping yes, you're clicking buttons, this kind of stuff. Is that same experience what they're going to bring into Instagram DMs and WhatsApp?
Almost 100% with Instagram. They, from what I'm looking at, Facebook doesn't auto-populate the phone or the email on an Instagram DM, but you will be able to, right now with Instagram marketing, you're running ads from your Facebook account, and you're doing stories or Messenger, and people are clicking out, or you've got to edit your bio link and then tell people to go there, go on up and click the bio link. Whereas now you can do a story, tell people to DM your page with a keyword, to get the lead magnet or to get the coupon or the offer or whatever you're doing, and people DM, and boom, it just pops up and it starts messaging you just like this. And so if you, and since you're coming into ManyChat, when a lead comes in, it's just like High Level, they've got the sticky contact, right? So if I've already been in the bot, I can just say, hey, it looks like your email is whatever, and your phone number is this, is that correct? And then they can click a button and say yes, and then you're off to the races. So once you've got that contact in, you've got their details, and then you can push them, and one of the reasons we came up with GHL Connect is that, with Facebook and last year, and with the way things were so crazy on the platform, there were a lot of false positives. Facebook was shutting pages down, things like that. And so you don't want to lose those contacts out of ManyChat or your page. So getting them somewhere else out of that ecosystem, having as many backups as possible is always good. We push them into High Level. I still push leads into Google Sheets just because I'd like to have the data I can download. But being able to push them in here in the High Level, once you've got that content, you got them. I mean, they're there until they unsubscribe. And so that's the beauty of merging the two together, is that you've got the flexibility and the dynamics and the cheapness of the leads, on, with the messenger platforms and all the different channels. And then you've got this powerhouse of nurture and, the dashboard and everything else.
What
Yeah, it's super cool. Go
What
ahead.
GHL Connect is doing is it's really automating Instagram DMs. So it's automating the DM process. When people DM you, it can automate that whole process. So you could have 1,000 people DM you that day. All of them will end up in high level.
Think about how powerful that's going to be when your bio is just, DM us whatever to get our offer. And then, it just takes off from there automatically.
Yeah. DM us free and get our free this. DM free.
Yeah.
And then let's say 1,000 people do that. Can you imagine people who have clients who have Instagram followings, what it's going to be to use GHL Connect and be able to say in the bio or however you want to, or in a story, DM us free or whatever word you want. DM us whatever word, and let's use free. DM us free and you'll get this. And today 1,000 people get put into the database. What is your client going to think? What is your client going to, I'm speaking to all the agency owners out there. How much are they going to love you and stay with you and say, what do you have next? I mean, that's a know, like, and trust moment.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay. So let me ask you guys, if people are watching this, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, do they have two options? One, they can obviously reach out to you and pay you, I'm assuming, to build bots for them, right? But two, can they also access the connection in the ManyChat store?
Yeah, so we have the site here. It's highlevelbots.com and then /GHL. And then they can, and we have here basically you can install. We have a lot of stuff that comes with the license of the GHL Connect. So it basically works like a license per bot that works with a single location. And so we've got agency pricing. So if you're just a budding agency, you can start with 1 license, 5 licenses, whatever, and then we've got bulk pricing for all the way to like 15 license seats. What we also do is, and since a lot of high level agencies haven't done a lot of messenger, we have templates already built out. So we have an example template. The offer flow that we just went through, that's available for free. And then to go with that, I've built out a full snapshot that complements the high level or the flow that we just went through. And it has the full, deliver, like offer delivery and nurture, like 7 days worth of nurture. It's got a review request. It's got customer reactivation, all of that. And it's also got the funnels built in there as well, super
Nice.
highly configurable, et cetera. So all of that is basically just ready to go. So people can get install the templates, and just even without even activating, they can just kind of go through the templates and see how things look. You still need an activated license to actually go through and test, but we've got all of it basically business in a box, I guess, for lack of better term.
So basically create a ManyChat account, then come here, click the button. I'm assuming it like OAuths into your account and loads up the template.
If you click to install the template, you come right straight to the ManyChat screen here, and then you can install right into whatever bot you want to install in. And then this installs, since it's got the app built into the template, it'll install the app. And then you get a license, and then you're cooking the gas.
Very cool. So that was at, what's the URL again?
highlevelbots.com/GHL.
You want to scroll down to the
GHL.
pricing so people can see that?
Sure.
Because this is shocking. This is the shocking part. We're talking a single license, $19. So this whole thing, which includes a bot, the coupon bot on the ManyChat side, the connection to high level, and then the high level snapshot, that whole thing, $19. And then when you're an agency and you want multiple licenses, then you buy some and you get some free. This is the only
Very
thing
cool.
that Pat and I ever argue about is price, because I think it should be $1,000, but
I would love
a month. And he said 19. So it is. So grab it now while I still have not changed his mind.
Cutter Mike, just Cutter Mike.
Now, where do people go if they're like, this sounds awesome, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Can I just pay you guys to set it up for me?
I don't have a DFY solution. I've had a couple of people ask, but we do have the Facebook group. We like the snapshot's good enough. I think that and I can show you the snapshot here. As far as I need to go down to funnel.
And while he's doing that, we do have a Facebook group for people who get GHL Connect. So you can get into the group, and there's a whole bunch of us who are great at bots and who can help you out a lot there. And of course, Go High Level. High Level has the great support for High Level. So you don't need that support from us. But if you need bot support, you can find it right inside the group. And if you do need built out, you can contact us, and we can see if that's an alignment for both of us. But we have more of these do it yourself, and then do it with you, because we have the support group for GHL Connect.
Yeah. And yeah, if people come into the group, then we, I of course, when somebody does get a license, then guess where they go? They go right into High Level, right? And so then I have my nurture set up to make sure that they got everything installed and activated and that sort of thing. And then of course, they can go through my calendar and book a session if they need. If they really get stuck, they can book a session. But we've got a lot of resources available, and the group support as well. So and I'm probably like you, Chase. I'm online basically 24/7. So.
Awesome. This is super cool. All right. So if you like what you see, you're interested in getting these bots going, it's highlevelbots.com. Pat and Lori, thank you so much for coming on to show us this.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
I think Lori's on mute. There you are.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a pleasure. And thank you guys for watching. We will see you on the next one.